time is nigh. Open up your eyes to see the signs of the times. Got to be wise to all of their lives. Look to the sky from where my help comes. Wake up, got to wake up from the slumber. Don't let them pull you under. Rise up of the water. Never let them wrestle you into the mire.
Yes, greetings in the name of His and Her Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I, Empress Wazira Menin. Yes, family, one perfect balance. Greetings and welcome to Politically Incorrect, where we get it correct, and if we're not correct, feel free to correct us. I know we kind of behind the 8 o'clock scheduled time. I'll tell you right in a minute. Can y'all believe it's Friday already? Again, it's Friday the 31st of May. Although there should be some exciting times, I have some unfortunate news to share tonight. I've got the confirmation pretty much regarding one of our very own family members and her untimely demise. So, yeah. So the program I had in plan for this evening, as you can see at this point, I'm just going to come on anyhow. But what I had scheduled to do, I don't think I'm going to do that right now. I can put that off. In fact, I'm putting it off because I got to take a minute here to acknowledge a fallen soldier. I gotta take a minute. So if you're now tuning in, go tell a friend to tell a friend. Politically Incorrect is on. I'll probably end up changing the thumbnail at some point, and I'll reschedule this for Monday. But tonight, I just want to honor someone that has been instrumental in a lot of ways, and just share some other stuff, and share something else. On this day, I'll share what I was going to share about today, the 31st, a very significant day in the history of us as a people, and one that we ought not to forget. So I'm gonna still share that part because of the significance of it, but I'm definitely going to touch on this a little different tonight. So give thanks to those tuning in. Thank you for those patiently waiting. But like I said, tonight is not such a cheerful night. Although it's a joyful night, we still give thanks for her life. But we have lost one of our sisters. And I mean, we were just talking the other day. And to hear this now and get confirmation at this point is it's a bit heavy. King Alfred, I see you. Good night to you too, family. Jackie, I see you. We see you. Big Pain in the building. Smiling Butterfly. Tell a friend to tell a friend, man. Tonight will be a little different. Like I said, it's that kind of time. It's Friday already, believe it or not. Can you believe it or not? It's supposed to be a tropical depression passing Barbados tonight. A few scattered showers or whatever the case is. We'll deal with that. But what I want y'all to do right now is just tune in on a different vibe. We're going to do something a little different tonight. What is the instrument of parole? Well, we'll put that off till Monday. And we'll touch on some other stuff tonight. We'll deal with family tonight because this is what's important. So having said that, I want to say for those observing today as a sacred day, Shabbat Shalom, Assalamu Alaikum, peace, Hotep, conscious community, Namaste, the brothers out there in the East, Rastafari, Kidamari, brethren and sisters, and to everyone else is love and light. And that's what we're dealing with. But like I said, family, tonight, greetings, Maria, I see you. That mob question, Maria, the mob question took me all about what? 6 seconds. Nah, maybe 7 seconds. Yeah, that was easy. That was easy, man. But anyhow, shout out to Fade family. The Fade family, we definitely have lost one of our own, one of our behind the scene players. And I just want to, Sean, I see you too, Sean. Greetings, family. Jackie Moms, night all from Moms and I. Yes, family, blessed love, greetings, greetings, love and light to both of you, over and away. But we have lost one our own sister from New York, and yeah, this is a rough one, man. Because we were just talking the other day, catching up. She just came back here with her family, trying to take care of her parents, and her mom and stuff, and to hear this now is rough. Rough. Greetings, family. Divine greetings, family. Give thanks for tuning in. Give thanks for the energy and the strength. Definitely need it. Definitely need it, man. And this one here, rough. So, family, we want to do something a little different tonight. In fact, I want to open the lines up too. I want to open up the lines, number on the screen. Maybe we don't, and I saying we, right? But really, I mean me. Because I feel real guilty. I'd be feeling guilty when sometimes I don't get to like communicate with people before they transition. Like sometimes I feel as if, you know, yeah. Sometimes I feel it. I feel it different. That's all. I feel it different. And so at first when I heard it, I was hoping it wasn't so, but I was here all night trying to make contact and whatever. So when I got that, I was going to go into chat in the Fade group to post it, but then I saw a puzzle. You know, it kind of took my mind off a bit, but it wasn't long lived because as much as that, the puzzle was too easy, man. That didn't help me at all. But yeah, the irony is, I know the irony is so profound. I really hope I don't fall apart on this live program. That would not be cool. That would not be cool. But I'm not inhumane, you know. I do have feelings, and I do try to express them in a manly way, and by that I mean not, you know, like not breaking down and you know that kind of stuff, but try to perhaps hold them in. Maybe I shouldn't. But here's the irony of the whole thing, and that's what triggered it for me just now. You know, I saw the sister come on here and she said, "Good night to everyone, blessings." You know, I see you, Monica. Blessings, family, blessings as well. I give thanks, Fire is one of our own, man. Sister, what's up? What's up? Peace to the Maroons too, by the way. Peace, peace. Islam, all the Moors and the Maroons, you know, sovereign people. And this sister was a sovereign being, man. She was no joke. And if you see her, like she was mature in numbers. But when I first saw her, I thought she was like 20 something, like maybe 30, 32, 33. To find out that she was in her 60s, I was like, what? Like you not from Earth, man. You not from about here. You not from about here at all. But then I saw Daffodil, you know, peace to the family, you know, and that was good. But then I saw Monica, and Monica asked me, you know, who died? You know, the sister transition. As fate would have it, Monica. Her name is Monica. And just seeing you, yeah, just seeing you answer that question, man, it's like a trigger. It just hit different. Anyhow, anyhow, yeah, yeah. Yeah, Jackie gives thanks, man. No, it's one of our own. You know, she be on here on the regular, and out of respect for her whole family, for now, you know, I won't put all the information out there. Let them deal with it first, and maybe we can revisit this. But more strength to the family, more strength to all the family, and may she dwell in celestial body eternally as the divine being that she certainly is. Yeah, yeah. I can't do this. I can't do this, man. I can't do this. Yeah. Let me just play a video that I was going to play earlier, like what I was going to put on. And this is this on this day, family, May the 31st, on this day. Let me just take a minute here and just play this video because I'm gonna need a minute. But let's not forget those that came before. You know what I'm saying? This was supposed to be part of the program tonight. And funny enough, she was the one that reminded me of this, you know. Yeah, I can hear her speaking. I can't do this though, family. I ain't gonna front. I gotta take a minute here. But I'm gonna play this in the meantime, right? Give me a second.
Next week, President Biden will visit Tulsa, Oklahoma to mark the 100th anniversary of the Tulsa Race Massacre. On May 31st, 1921, a violent white mob destroyed one of the most prosperous black communities in America, Greenwood. They devastated the area known as Black Wall Street, leveling 35 city blocks, destroying 191 businesses, and forcing out nearly 10,000 black residents. Experts estimate as many as 300 people were killed. No one was ever punished for their deaths. None of the victims were fairly compensated. In fact, there are some Americans who have never even heard of it. Now, a century later, residents of Tulsa are working to raise awareness and recognize the victims and their survivors. Joining me now from Tulsa is NBC News correspondent and host of the Into America podcast, Tremaine Lee. Tremaine, good to have you with us. You're live at the Black Wall Street Memorial March. What are you seeing and hearing from people there today?
Thanks so much for having me, Eamon. As you mentioned, we're here in the heart of Greenwood, which had been one of the wealthiest black communities in this country. There was a 12-mile stretch of Greenwood Avenue where we stand right now, where there were hundreds of black-owned businesses. And then over the course of 2 days, May 31st and June 1st, being bombed from the sky, houses being burned, businesses being destroyed. In a blink, they lost everything. But even after those events, they tried to build back. And over the course of the last 100 years, they've tried to time and again recoup some of what was lost and what was stolen. And today, talking to folks from Tulsa and all around the country, they say they wanted to be here to stand with those who suffered so much, the descendants and those who came from victims and survivors who survived the 1921 race massacre. It's not a celebratory sense here, but definitely a commemoration. There are different stages set up with musicians playing. There have been a number of banquets and brunches. As you mentioned, we marched from about a mile and a half north down to this the center of Greenwood, and now folks are gathering. You have vendors up and down the block, folks who are selling books and T-shirts and food, and there really is a feeling of true community, Eamon, and fellowship and family. But this community that has gone through so much, here they are, on the eve of this centennial of that terrible, terrible day, with a great sense of resolve and reflection and some resilience, but also, Eamon, quite frankly, a lot of pain and trauma. So where folks weren't able to inherit the wealth that was being generated because it was all destroyed, they did inherit a sense of great pain and a burden. But there are still folks fighting for reparations, fighting on one hand just for this story to be told. There were efforts by the forces that be in this community to bury the story and bury the truth, even though folks in this community know exactly what happened. So it's been a long time coming, Eamon, but here we are 100 years later.
Here we are 100 years later. I mean, this was back in 2021, by the way. They marked the 100-year later of what happened. I mean, you heard what he said at the beginning, 35 city block, they burnt. Listen to this again, man. Listen to this right here.
Next week, President Biden will visit Tulsa, Oklahoma to mark the 100th anniversary of the Tulsa Race Massacre. On May 31st, 1921, a violent white mob destroyed one of the most prosperous black communities in America, Greenwood. They devastated the area known as Black Wall Street, leveling 35 city blocks, destroying 191 businesses, and forcing out nearly 10,000 black residents.
That's, I know, all in the name of Christ. We're not even going to touch that one, though. We ain't even going to touch that. And why am I saying this, family? Because the whole point was, what is the instrument of parole? And I got that, by the way, from the Young Lion. It gave me rights to use that, by the way. That wasn't my phraseology. It was I met a young man today, brilliant young man. And that was, look, I love my people here, for real. Brilliant people we are. And I'm sharing this because, like I said, this was on this day, May the 31st to June the 1st. This thing happened overnight. These folks came in and torment and ransack. Now you think, right, that Black people having a community, having their own sovereign area, would have defended this on a different level. Why were the white folks so successful in doing this? What made them, what made them, what gave them the edge? We ain't had no army. We wasn't thinking like that. We ain't had no, we was probably praying to Jesus at the time, hoping that this wouldn't happen. While these folks praying to Jesus in order to give them the strength to make it happen. What a conundrum. But yeah, I had to bring this to light because I felt that at this point in 2023, you know, shout out to the brother Kadaki, by the way. He was released from Guyana, the brother that was kidnapped by the security forces of the plantocracy, the corporation known as Guyana, the policy enforcers. He was kidnapped, but he was later then released after going through what I heard him describe this morning as some inhumane treatment and conditions. And he was vocal about it. He put it all out there this morning on his program. So shout out to Kadaki and his platform, man. Good works you're doing, my brother. Keep up the good works, and we're going to connect at some point. But the cybercrime bill, look, and the thing is this, the funny thing is what they're trying to enforce based on what he said has nothing to do with the bill. I mean, somebody made a statement and they went at him, but, you know, all scare tactics. But the problem is this is not that time. We living in a different time. They put in new wine in old skins. It ain't gonna work. Well, in this case, they're trying to put old wine in new skins. This is a new day. That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work at all, man. That is not gonna work. Nevertheless, I give thanks, Jackie. I give thanks, Daffodil. Daffodil say big hugs, Emmanuel. Nah, I ain't gonna fall apart on a live, man. They won't have that recorded. Talking to the brother up there, he crying. Look at him. Yeah, I felt that though. I'm still feeling that. That sister right there, man, powerful sister, man. And you know, warrior, for real. So give thanks everybody who's sending the energy. You know what I'm saying? Jacqueline, give thanks, love and light. Monica, you just hit because of the name, right? This hit different, you know. I already do condolences to the family, but more strength to the family, more strength to everyone that would have known this sister. You know, Gemma, I'm sure Gemma would know who she is. And the others from the community, the Hebrew community would know this sister. Beautiful sister, beautiful soul. It's I can hear hurt in your voice, hurt in me. I don't even know you. Yeah, you know her through me, Daph. She's part of our family. She was behind the scene, very instrumental in a lot of things that happen here. Very instrumental. In fact, I always call her the usher because she would usher in things and make things happen for different people on different levels. She was not normal, I'm telling you. Insult to injury, nothing has changed to this day. One of many massacres, not a soul ever held accountable. Facts, Jackie. Facts. Shout out to Andrea, man. Greetings to you too, family. I'm now joining. I can hear hurt in his voice. Beverly, stop playing, man. I give thanks, family. Y'all make me strong, man. Y'all keep me strong. Real thing. The American government has a lot of blood on their hands. Facts, man. Facts. What's going on with Trump? I hope folks paying attention. That distraction is going to be a major one. What is about to happen, family? It has always been till this day about our land, above and below. Facts, man, facts. Greetings, Noel. Shout out to my brother Noel from Massachusetts in the heart of Boston. The only gangster city in the East Coast, gangbang city, man. Boston ain't no place to play around. Boston ain't no place to play around. Massachusetts is that sort of environment, man. Different place. Shout out to Akasha. I see you. Red, gold, and green. Greetings, Empress. Noel said, watch the movie called Rosewood. If y'all never heard of it, watch the movie called Rosewood. Very interesting. A lot of stuff is given up. Like, this is just a clip. And I just wanted to share this clip to show it's like a story loop. Like, really? And just the magnitude. Here we are in 2023, 2024, and we still going through this as a people, man. Empress said, Manuel, you late. Yeah, Empress, I was dealing with some situation there, man, that, yeah. Yeah, it is a rough situation, man. But I didn't want to not share tonight. But I'm not want to do the program I had planned the way it was planned. I just want to do something a little different and share with y'all. Tonight is about y'all, man. And like I said, we acknowledge those that came before. We acknowledge those that would have given themselves to this cause to make a difference. You can imagine where that city would be right now had it been allowed to continue to thrive, how much bigger it would be, how much more vast it would be, how much more we would have in place. Like, you know, when you really study it and you really think about it and realize that whenever we move forward to build, something happens. But what do we learn from these experiences? We don't have an army. Because if they roll up in there and they met what they didn't come to meet, they would have made an about face. You got to come correct. Well, we also got to be correct in order to deal with this correctly. You know what I'm saying? Because we ain't going to get caught incorrect. That ain't going to happen. We're going to be incorrect. Yeah. Jamans, why did they think they would get away with it in the first place? That's deep. That's deep. Shabbat shalom to you, family. Jackie said you can lie about the truth, you can deny the truth, you can ignore the truth, but you can't change the fact. You can't change the truth, which is a fact. Shout out to the president right there, the president of Dominica, the elder. Okay. Give thanks, family. Gemma Richard, I see you. We got to stop feeling for people and let them see what time it really is. I'm just saying. Greetings, Jane. Greetings to you. Somebody said my voice ain't really hoarse, family. You know, like somebody said, they said they hear pain in my voice. I don't know if that's true, family. If y'all can actually hear that in my voice, that's crazy. I suppose I can actually kind of hear it myself. Yeah, nah, Daffodil. I got that already. I got that. Trust when I tell you I got that. Yeah, man. Serious, man. Serious. Till this day. Same objective, but someone said to me that, you know, the job is what caused people to be unalive. I said that's not true. People lying to people and administering things that they probably shouldn't have is what caused people to be unalive. You know what I mean? People, Scooby-Doo, there's no ghosts. There's always people behind it, man. The pale pink red fierce man will pay eventually. His cup is not full yet. Glad you're on tonight, Beverly. You glad you're on, Beverly? You trying to see what's going on. When you go to Tulsa and have conversation with the descendants, the stories are always different from what you read. I can imagine. Syria, the canned food. That's right. That's what time. Of course, we know what time it is. Beverly said, "Ain't wrong with a big man crying." I ain't. There ain't nothing wrong with it, but I won't be doing that on no live, Beverly. You cut that out. Nah, men cry differently, man. Men cry in different ways. Men cry with tears, yes, but you know, men cry silently as well, man. Only the Most High control time. It makes you a bigger man to show emotions despite the rhetoric. Oh man, I feel you on that. I feel you on that. But like I said, men express themselves a bit differently, man. That's the reality, family. But this one hit me hard because harder than I expected. Because like I said, I had yeah, man, I personalized it differently. Sister right there, man, it was different. I tell you, different. I mean, she looked so young, like him. I told her I don't know, man. Different wisdom, her wisdom. But so like I said, family, we've been doing this a long time. That's why I keep saying, and I'm going to keep saying it. It's time for us to do for ourselves. Why aren't somebody else to do for us what we can do for ourselves? That's why I said restore the family. Start by having that little dinner together. May not be every night, but at least strive for once a week. Pick the night that is less hectic with everybody home. Maybe probably Sunday night. And at least sit down together, no phones, leave the phones somewhere, and break bread and talk, interact, share. You know, that's what's up, and that's the whole idea. And start small and grow big. Start small and grow big. You know, that's how I'm looking at it, family. My thing is that when you think about Barbados and all that has happened, and all these ministers making laws and acts, and they get up there every week and Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and they go through all this charades and theatrics. We look at the world and see the world is a world of wars and rumors of wars and famine and all kind of stuff going on, and genocide and free Palestine, Israel, Russia, Ukraine. You know, notice you don't even hear nothing about Russia, Ukraine anymore. Almost hardly ever. And now it's Israel and Palestine and Iran. And meanwhile, ain't nobody talking about the Congo, DR, you know, South Africa, and you know, Zimbabwe. More having them conversations, and a lot of stuff going on the ground. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff going on the ground. Ain't nobody talking about Kenya. Ain't nobody talking about Kenya. Let me see if I can pull it up. Let me see if I can pull it up. I know a lot of folks ain't gonna like this. I know a lot of folks ain't gonna like this. I'm looking here, and I really shouldn't be looking here. I know somewhere else I go look for this. I know somewhere else I go look for this. Let's see if I'm really there. I'm listening to the whispers. Really? Yeah. Yeah, that was rough. Mm-hmm. I might have put this up a few years back, but when I saw it, it kind of, hit different. So when I saw this picture, I thought to myself, "Oh hell no, hell no." But it was more like, hell yeah. Oh yeah. Sometimes when I go to my own page, I'd be like, wait, damn. Years, man. Almost I can't even say over a decade doing this. I know he's on here somewhere. I'm gonna find it for y'all. I gotta show y'all this. Like, you really gotta see it. Like, it's worth seeing. And it speaks so much about what happened there. And this is why this continues to happen. This is exactly why it continues to happen. Reasons like this. And I can't say we don't get it. Because I like to think that a lot of people get it, but just choose perhaps to, how should I say, maybe, I can't even say pretend they don't get it. I can't even say they pretend not to get it, because people get it, man. I think we should take the time now, man, consider how people are just falling out every day. You see the paper, you see young people, loads of young people that you know, work colleagues, people from your church, people from your school, students from the school. Like, everywhere you turn now, you just see people falling out the race. Like, yo, another one. And it's like, take time nowadays, family, just to give people they do. You know what I'm saying? Recognize who need recognizing, praise who need praising, and give thanks accordingly, man. Give thanks accordingly, because I think that's the best bet. Because you never know. You never know. With this thing going right now, family, you never know. So take time to appreciate each other. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, celebrate family, and be there for each other. The other thing is that I realized was a big issue, and I heard it last night. By the way, shout out to Poetry. The folks did a brilliant presentation last night, and I said it was worth it, definitely worth it. And I want to say what was the theme was mental health, not just mental health, but mental health also amongst women, and what they deal with and how they manage to deal with it. I think, again, society has reached a point where now we kind of overlook a lot of things that we should be paying attention to. And that's probably because everybody just trying to get through life, pay their bills, take care of their responsibilities, and that kind of stuff, man. But let us not be so caught up in what we are doing that we fail to realize that there are others around us who might need that little kind word, that gesture, that yeah. It's so unfortunate, that, yeah, it's definitely unfortunate. Sister right there, boy, I don't know, man. Give me your thoughts, family. Like, what are your views, like, on mental health? Because, like I said, a lot of people are really going through it, trying to cope with this thing called life. A lot of people making unwise decisions, and we go through it, and we find ourselves continually going through it. Like, I don't know. Yeah, this is determination at this point. Mhm. What time is it? 9:30. Imagine that already is 9:30. Like, I just came on here. Let me give this to you. Give it to you plain and simple. Check this out, family. You can't make this stuff up. You cannot make this stuff up. When I saw it, I thought to myself, well, I had a thought to myself, let me put it that way. And at first I said, man, this can't be real. Like, you know, I don't know if it was in denial. I was in denial. I just couldn't believe it. And I thought about it. I at first I was like, nah, don't look at it like perspective, you know? Don't look at it like that, man. Look at it with a different lens. Look at it with a different lens. And so I tried to look at it with a different lens. And no matter how I tried to spin it, it kept coming back up the same way. So I'm gonna show you all a picture right now. Where a picture right now that was taken recently, and I want y'all to give me your first impression. Just type in your first impression, your thoughts, your first. What comes to mind first? What comes to mind first? I'm just going to share this right here. I want y'all to tell me what's the first thing that comes to mind. All right. First thing that comes to mind. Let me just switch the share screen to this one. Tell me what the first thing that comes to mind when y'all see this. Greetings, Maria. Greetings, Maria. We see you. Tell me what's the first thing that comes to mind when you see this. What's the first thing that comes to mind? Anybody know who this is? Does anyone here know who this is? This was taken out 2 weeks ago, if that much, or a little, maybe give or take. At first, I thought it was fake, like like for the shop, like somebody would take somebody's head and crop it or something, and social media, you can, the social media thing is, you can't be so sure these days, boy. They got some real folks that got some skills and whatnot, so you gotta really be mindful. First thoughts that come to mind. I like that, Maria. I'm finding more and more people thinking someone's mental health is their personal joke. Nah, boy, serious. Mental health is connected to your food supply. Fix your food, fix your brain. I like that. Leo. Definitely like that. I like that, Jackie. A lot of people would be here today if in their darkness, this is beautiful though, if in their darkness someone lit a candle of hope. Like, I so love that. That deserved to be like on a card or something. Powerful message, man. It's the truth. Serious. But I always say that black African people are our worst enemy. Right, Beverly? Right, Beverly? That one right there, solid. Somebody said sell out, puppet and puppet master. Right, Ruto, yep. The Prime Minister of Kenya. Yep. He said he's getting backlash for hiring a private jet to go visit wicked devils. His troubles didn't even start yet, man. Because we look the same. Don't make us the same until we realize that it's about bloodline, not color. Facts, man. Facts. But what stood out with this for me, what really did it end for me, is you know, Kenya was one of those countries that gave up security forces to go to Haiti. Remember that? To this peace coalition of countries in the Caribbean. Of course, Barbados was involved in that and some other countries. So you start to see who is pulling the strings behind the scene. I mean, you always knew that folks are pulling the strings behind the scene. So rather than sending their own to make it obvious why they're going in, they pull some individuals, including this cat right here. Gave him a trip to the US. But before he met with Biden, guess who he met with? He met with China. So he first went to meet with China, left that, then came to meet with Biden. Biden said, listen, man, come here, sit there, boy. You sit right here, boy. You're rolling with us now. We got you. Whatever China offers you, we're going to double it. The sit your black. Yeah. 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 Just let that marinate for a bit. Let that marinate for a bit. So when things like this happen at Tulsa, like when they know the innings and outs and the run-ins and run-arounds, understand that somebody said something to somebody about something. Now we ain't gonna keep blaming each other and that kind of stuff. We're gonna learn from these experiences and realize we need to rise above them. We need to rise above them. So that's what we're going to do, man. But in our rising above, family, let's not be so hasty and not recognize to cherish those amongst us who walk with us, cherish those who support us, those who encourage us, those who, you know, give us that fellowship and you know that mental, even let's say to mental support, because like the sister said, sometimes somebody in the middle of darkness and just one phone call, you say one word, one kind word, change a whole person day. And let's focus on, we could always come and talk with the government doing this and that, and we go on that road. We gotta realize that don't nobody do nothing to us. It's all mental. We got to fix our minds, family. It said Jackie spitting facts and fire. Blood wars. That's right. He said the private jet was cheaper. He might be right. You're buying seats for 1,000 people. It might be cheaper just to charter a flight. He might be right. There's another video, right? Noel, listen, man. Crazy. Unknown. We need to build a new vision and paradigm for ourselves that's when change will come. Yep, always using us to achieve their ends. Serious. Love the person within, not the skin. Jackie, you on a roll tonight, though. You on a roll tonight, Jackie. It's not by chance, right? So, and I tell people, these individual ministers and whatnot, they have a role to play, like Pharaoh, you know, because the more they do what they do, the more we got to realize we got to step up and do what we need to do. And that's why it's important that these things happen, so that we can realize what is necessary for us in this time. We got to get up, family. We got to get up and do what we got to do. We can't just stand around telling others to get up. Let us work in the meantime. Let us build in the meantime. Let us push forward in the meantime, and the others will come. Build it, and they shall come. We ain't got to get everybody up, fall in line, right, dress, double. We ain't got to do that. Work with who working with you. Bet who betting you, man. You know what I mean? That's what time it is, man. That's what time it is. Because when I see that, what comes to mind is a whole different idea. Whole different idea, man. A whole different idea. But like I said, family, let's take time to embrace those in our life, those that walks with us, those that we cherish. I like this for sure, Jackie. I got to post this twice, man. Definitely got to post this twice. Most people, when with mental health, smiling and be so nice most time, you don't even realize it unless they confide in you. This is the truth. I went to get some food the other day down the road. My sister in shop. Shout out to the Empress, by the way. And I was walking back to the car park because I wanted to get some plantains. I was stopped by the van, and a car was parked parallel to where I was. And I noticed it was closed up. When I got on my side, I noticed that the passenger window was wide open. And I started to drizzle a bit. I said, damn, yo, because approaching the car, I could see it's locked, but its windows are closed. When I got the other side, the window open, no one was in the car. I said, damn, man, somebody left the car window open. It's about to rain. It's unfortunate. So I was looking to see, if the person would, they might kind of like signal like, hey, your car window open, whatever. Then a young man came across the street the same time when it started to drizzle, and he opened the door and got in and went to close it. I said, wait, okay, I was just about to call you and tell you window open, da 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 da. You see, I was right there saying, oh man, and then he said, man, Ross, you got a minute? I said, well, what up? He said, man, I would just say so, getting my thoughts together because right now I ain't eat in like a week and a half. He started telling me a whole bunch of stuff with himself and his family and what he was going through at work and stuff. And he can't seem to cope no more, man. And he said, because I was concerned about his car. It's like, wait, you was concerned? I said, well, yeah, it was my window. I would want somebody to tell me somebody's stuff don't get wet up. He was like, yo, man, just that gesture alone made him open up to me. And he said, yo, that, but we reason and stuff. And just me being concerned apparently made a difference in this young man's life. And it was just me concerned with the car getting wet. I ain't had no deeper meaning in it, no nothing of the such, but as simple as it was sufficient for him to feel inspired enough to share and get that off his chest. By the time he finished the conversation, he said, man, I thank you because, I feel a little better and stuff like that. Bam, bam, bam. And I had the food in my hand. I would tell him, yo, sister right there, she do a thing, blah, blah, blah. He said, well, I would love to right now, but I got to go back to work, da, 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 da. And he late and whatever. So it was like, well, I going to get some planning to get this stuff organized. He said he couldn't wait. But here's the deal. He left from out of work. And I walked back and I thought to myself, like, if I didn't go back there for them plantains, I want to see because when I got out, I didn't even notice it. And the car was there when I got out. I did notice the car, but I didn't notice the window was open. But when I came back and I saw it and we reasoned, I tell myself, look how me going back to get plantains, which I don't only forget to take them, but going back to get plantains caused me to meet someone who just by virtue of me showing a kind gesture made a difference. So family, let's just love, man. Let's just share love with each other. Let's, like I said, build family. Let's focus on rebuilding the family. Let's focus on helping each other. Right now, the children, they totally crying bill for the children. It's like all kind of stuff going on. Family, let's just build a family, build strength to the family. Because Tulsa, today, May the 31st, and 100 and how many years ago, 3 or so years ago, this thing happened the way it happened. And let me tell you something. They give no regards or remorse to people. We have always been under pressure. That has always been some instrument of our parole where we got to toe the line and do this and do that. And it's as if no one cares and no one shows remorse. So it's up to us to show that care for each other. It's up to us to show that strength and give that strength to each other. It's up to us to really be, not to sound cliche, but be our brother's keeper, not on word, but in deed, man. Really in deed. And just focus on making each other better and stronger. And that's where we at, man. That's where we at. Like I said, I had a program for tonight, but the sister situation, her transition, may she continue to travel through the universe eternally And may her wisdom that she shared with those who would have known her continue to be a light navigating us in this thing called the journey of life. Because like I said, she was without question a navigator, seeing the work she would have done, positive things she would have done. And I myself am a recipient of such. So I just want to say thanks to Sister Monica for always being that. Yeah. Anyhow, family, I ain't gonna stick up much longer. I ain't gonna stick up much longer because, like I said, I didn't want to leave you all out tonight. Although I was, according to Beverly, got pain in my voice. Beverly, this one hit different, man. It's called compassion. Jackie said we all have a day when our pain is real and we learn to just go through the motions. We break. What breaks you today makes you tomorrow. As you push through, stand tall. Jane said that's all it takes. Shout out to Jane again, man. Jane, you know, mighty warrior in these times, man. You continue to stand tall. You continue to get strength from each other as we get strength from you, and we give strength to you in the works you do. Let's continue to grow and support each other. I mean, yeah, man. Daffodil said, those things hurt me. I can't know someone needs help and can't help. I just can't get that do something because my blessings always forward back to me. It's a fact. Right now, speak. I was doing one thing all day for somebody, and then I got a call from somebody else, and it's like it can't be two places at the same time. It's like, how do I figure this out? How do I fix this? And so, now I like to. Most of you gotta leave here and go and do something. Just know, just gotta do what you gotta do. And a lot of folks may not understand why we do what we do, and they got all kind of names and stuff for it. But in reality, man, my younger years, man, I would be doing other things with my time that may not have been as productive. So if I get a chance to do something productive to help somebody, done. Marie said I should have invited him to Theater. Come on, Marie. You know I did that for sure. You know I did that for sure. You know I did that for sure. He messaged me a couple of times with reason, and I was trying to get a feel for it, but I ain't hear from him. But Maria, we're gonna look into that again and reach out and see how you're doing, man. For sure, Maria. I give thanks, man. It's called compassion. Yeah, Maria, it's meant to be. For sure. Divine things run, divine order run earth, man. Yeah, Empress, that's why he came on a bit late, man, for sure. More strength to her and the family. Empathy is difficult, but essential. Man, you're telling me. It takes a village to raise a child. That's right. Serious. Greetings, family. Greetings. Shalom. Shout out to Philip, by the way. He was supposed to hear forward from him. He was supposed to give me a shout. Greetings, family. Well, as I am what my mother would say is a chatterbox. I often strike up conversations with strangers that often open up and we connect at the time they needed it. One kind word makes a difference, yo. Serious. It's a fact. It is a fact. Beverly, love you too, Bevs. You know how it goes, man. Seriously. Give thanks, family. Give thanks. Y'all already know that. That fly got you, man. The same way I'd be there for you or you be there for me. I know that for sure, man. Seen or unseen. Facts, man. Facts. Respect. Full respect here. Full respect, man. Works. Just the works, man. Gemma said empathy. Yeah, but look here, family. Like I said, what time is it? It's almost an hour. Like I said, I didn't really want to stick up for sure. But I definitely wanted to reflect on some things. And yeah, just reflect, just reflect, just reflect. Sometimes man, the amount of work that was put in. Man, y'all wouldn't believe me, man. One of these nights we can do a back in time one of these nights. I can do like a back in time Thursday, throwback Thursday. Like we gonna come on a Thursday night, do something different. Like I'm just gonna go through, I'm just gonna go through it. We can do a throwback. We can do a throwback something. Yeah. Yeah. We can do a throwback something. Yeah. Yeah, we can do a throwback something. For real. Cause I'd be like, damn. You know what? I could do it. I could do one right now. Just one before I go. Just one before I go. When we look at these, I think Professor Lamumba said it. Africa keeps electing the wrong leaders. When we look at these ministers and that seem to completely acquiesce to the system the way it is, you tend to wonder, like, they don't have no fight in them, or is this their strategy, like, or are they really real? How is it that you get it differently and they don't get it at all? Like it makes you wonder. It makes you wonder. It makes you wonder. And so I said it to say that when I think back in terms of when I first started, doing certain works on Facebook and speaking on certain things, and even before we went on Facebook Live, because I wasn't on Facebook initially, and doing works from Barbados and other stuff, and before I even came back to Barbados and doing works, I often wonder, like, how come I was always on a certain kind of path? Like, how come? Anyhow, I'm gonna give y'all one throwback right now myself. Just one throwback. That's gonna wet your palate. It's gonna wet your appetite a bit. Maria, no jokes, Maria. No jokes. You hear me? No jokes. I got a big tune for you, Daffodil. Big tune for you too. Look here. No jokes, right? This is one of my throwbacks. Just one. This one of my throwbacks. And that's it. That's it. All right, that's it. No more. Yeah. I know Maria must be cracking up right now, man. I wonder if I could zoom in on this. Can I zoom in on this? If I try to see if I can zoom in, Maria. Hang on a second. I'm trying to see if I could. Oh yeah, I can zoom in. Oh shucks. Oh, excuse me. You want to see that again? Wait, Daffodil, you ain't want to start with me in the pictures. You ain't want to start me, man. The brother said, peace more. You're light different, King. There's no flicker in the light, King. Listen, if I have to tell you the truth, right? Haile Selassie first, man. I can't even, I give thanks, and people don't understand that. Like, how you worship a man as God and this kind of talk. And, it's like, if I gotta explain it, you ain't gonna understand. It's about seeing your own divinity in somebody else. Recognizing that spark, that light, that aura, that ambiance, you know what I mean? And live that kind of life. those that have the love within needs to be the magnet that pulls us all together. That, you know what, y'all are being so beautiful tonight, like really, just in a space, no political rah-rah, just recognizing like we know what it is, we know how folks come, we see them coming from afar. We got ministers who people love and believe supposed to govern, but the truth is people go because they have their reasons, man. And I telling you, the Montleys and the Rutos and all these other people that take this position, they are very necessary to show us what we need to do, because they show us what not to do. Now, there's no way Biden can convince me to sit down in that chair. Nah, I ain't sitting there, bro. We ain't doing that. That ain't happening, man. That with a big, big broad smile, like that nigga smiling like a real Latino boy. Like, I can't believe I sat down in Biden's chair. Puppet master, man. Andrew, I give thanks for the words, man. I see you more. When you be silent later and go into yourself, everything will come to you in a little voice in the wind. Man, I hear holding in you. I don't know if I could do the rupee thing. I rupee all right, but I got saying that you want full joy though. Trust me, man. Trust me, man. Said Jackie Stewart, I'm liking that too. It irritates people who may be working with me at the time, but all too often the words spoken end up being just what was needed by that individual. Divine timing. Well, Ryan, we all got our works to do. That's why it's important that we center ourselves so that we can be that voice for someone. And you'd be surprised how sometimes you are placed in that person's space to give them that word, but because you're not where you're supposed to be, you give them a word, and that word may not be the correct word. And then you put something else in motion. And we got to be mindful of how we govern ourselves, because the word takes on flesh. So we could send someone over the edge equally as you could pull them back from it. You know what I mean? And that's how powerful words are. That's why we must be, like I said, I think June said it as well. Empathy is essential, man. It ain't easy, but you got to have that compassion and the strength to be vulnerable. The strength to be vulnerable. So, anyhow. Yeah, so the leaders are plants. Yep. Yo, somebody come up with an acronym for the word plants. They're plants. We're gonna start calling these politician plants, man. Somebody come up with an acronym. Let's have an acronym competition, man. Let's put it in this link somewhere down below. I'm gonna go ahead and put that tune up real quick. Yeah, Jackie. Oh, speaking of Jackie, yo, reach out to the brethren. You know who I mean. We spoke, and yeah, reach out to the brethren, man. Reach out to the brethren. I'm gonna call him tonight too, in fact. But you know who I mean. She said Daphne said she gonna keep her mouth shut. Powerful brother. I ready for you. I ready for you. I know you're ready for me. I give thanks, Daffodil. Somebody Noel said he want Peter Tosh. I live by that. So I am a man. I know the tune. My throwback, man. Yeah. Maria, where you going, Maria? That was in my younger years, yeah. Young, nobody said younger, not young. My younger years, man. That is crazy. You'd be like, wait, that's you? That's you? Yeah, that's me, man. Randall, I see you too, family. Greetings. Throw it back, man. Wait. Throw it back, man. I can't believe it though. Ay. What if I look? You think I look the same? Let me see if I could get that. Really? I don't know, man. Might look a little different. I don't know. Yeah, I just having a moment, man. Pay me no mind. Jackie, your moms, you see your son, moms? Oh man. All right, let me not do this anymore. All right, finally, we out of here, man. Empress is zooming. I can't see. You see this here now? Look, that's on my Facebook page. Feel free to go and zoom yourself. She says zooming. I already zooming already, man. What more you want? That's it right there. That is it right there. That's it. Wait. That is it. All right. Empress is zooming. Look that side. Look, man, I would just still got them jaws, huh? So you got strong jaws. I know. That's probably from Ken, growing up. Anyhow, family, we celebrate life, man, and we celebrate eternity. That's what's up. And I had this tune here, man, and I was kind of hesitant at first, man, but yeah, I was hesitant at first, man, but I know, Maria, I know you're going to laugh now. Beverly said, I'm keeping quiet. Not a word. Maria, you get there and laugh, man. That's right. Beverly said, Daphne said, me too, because he just got files. How you know I got the files, man? I got the files for real. Look here, family. Let me focus on the family, man. We got a lot of young people going through it, and they crying out in different ways. And we got a lot of elders going through it. A lot of them ain't got no voice to cry out, so let us be vigilant. Let's be watchful. Let's be mindful. And let's see how we can make a difference in somebody's life while we have the opportunity to do so. You know what I mean?
Yeah. John, stop. More time you take for granted the time when you spend with your friends. Them gone. Used to split so early, not too hard. When I ask you, you make me laugh. When me tell you some can't, you tell me some smart. Separate my heart to see your answer. When the preacher pray over your body that day, something know me lose a friend. It hurt me to my heart, life won't be the same. Something know me lose a friend. Something know me lose a friend. Something know me lose a friend. Yeah. Something know me lose a friend. Something know me lose a friend. I got to shout it out to my icon. I know your past and gone, you are my done. In all my times of tribulation, you I could rely on. Yeah, I tell you some hearts it broke from the day. My friend let go off this rope now. Who I go help I row across this road. No silver lining on my life, but just the darkest cloud. Let the preacher pray over your body that day. Something know me lose a friend. It hurt me to heart, life won't be the same. Something know me lose a friend. Something know me lose a friend. Something know me lose a friend, yeah. Something know me lose a friend. Something know me lose a friend, yeah. Wish I could have seen you one more time, yeah. So we could have met one more line, but my vex and upset when people try to tell me, say I just your time. Now the murderers, them left my tongues hard for bear the pain. Them kill you and swear, so them gain. You will touch me every time me hear my daughter calling me. In a Zion you are real, so we have to meet again. And do the streets again. And things we used to do for hurting, so you do it again. All your face me see it again. Memories repeat again. You know your body gone, but your soul will never end, never end. No. When the picture break over